Hello there, Taurus. Thank you for stopping by for your video tarot forecast for the week of July 6th through the 12th. I am using my Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again, and on Monday what we have coming up for you, Taurus, is we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse just means that there is a situation with a relationship, and this can be romantic, friendship, business partnership, or family relationship. So please don't think just romantic relationship when you're thinking about this. So on Monday, you have a situation with some kind of relationship where you would actually like to walk away from this relationship. You would like to take the attitude, I've learned everything that I need to learn from this person, and now it is time for me to move forward. However, for some reason on Monday, you're having a hard time actually moving forward or graduating and moving on. You still feel like you're just kind of stuck, like you keep being thrown back into this situation with this person that you would like to get out of. So that's what I see coming in for you on Monday. Tuesday, what we have coming up, Taurus, is we have the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords just tells me that on Tuesday, you're taking a little break. There's something that happens that's going to be outside of your control, that's going to keep you from doing everything that you would normally do on Tuesday. And since you're not able to do everything that you would normally do, now you have time to think about some things that you don't normally think about. And so you're going to have some perspectives shifting and changing on Tuesday. So when you go into this time where you can't do everything you would normally do, you come in as the original you, Taurus. You come out as the new and improved version of you because you've had a chance to think about these things you haven't looked at in a long time. Okay, so that is Tuesday. Now Wednesday, what we have is we have the Eight of Cups. What I'm hearing is completed or completion are the words that come up as I'm actually looking at this card for you, Taurus. So there is something that you will feel like has come to its natural completion or its natural end on Wednesday. And so on Wednesday, once whatever that is has completed, I feel that you are going to be moving forwards, moving away from this thing and looking for what is the next opportunity for me? What is the next situation where I can come in and I can benefit somebody? And possibly also vice versa. So this could be, for an example of how I could see this manifesting, this could be a contract that maybe the contract runs out on Wednesday. So maybe Wednesday's the last day and you're walking away from this place of business and beginning to look, or maybe you're even walking the next day into another contract that you have lined up through somewhere else. So this also can be with regards to relationships. It is a cup card, so this can be a natural ending to a relationship, and now you moving forward. Maybe you've outgrown this relationship and now you're moving forward and looking to see what you can find that's a better fit for you now. So that's Wednesday. Thursday, what we have coming up is we have the Chariot, and the Chariot card just means that this is some kind of victory. And this type of victory, when we see the Chariot card, is a victory where you manage to use your own self-discipline, your own self-will. This is not something that's been easy for you to pull together. And also you are, besides using your own self-discipline, you're also having to coordinate with other people to have this goal come into being in your life. And besides having to coordinate with other people, you may also have to get some electronic devices all scheduled for use at the same time for this thing. I've seen that come up as well on this card. But so this is a goal or a target that you've reached, and you have not reached it alone. You either had to coordinate with electronic type stuff or with other people, and you had to use a great amount of self-discipline to reach this goal or this target. So an example might be, say that you wanted to lose 60 pounds and you've been talking to a dietitian, and maybe you've had a personal trainer, and of course you have to have self-discipline for that. So that might be reaching this target or this goal. You know, that's a victory, and the Chariot card speaks of victory, of reaching a target or a goal. Okay, now Friday, what we have coming up is we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is coming out a little bit different than it normally does. I'm feeling like on Friday there's some kind of problem that comes up that you're just kind of stumped by. I feel like you may even be taken aback that you're even dealing with this problem, whatever it is. But it's something that is not your typical realm of expertise. And so you're just kind of, I feel like once you realize that you're responsible to deal with getting rid of this problem, you kind of have to evaluate it and really look at the different angles of it before you know what to do with it to move forward. And I feel like Friday you're kind of in that phase of trying to figure out, okay, well, how do I handle this? Now Saturday, what we have coming up is we have the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus. The Hierophant in reverse is talking about breaking out of tradition, doing things in some kind of non-traditional way. And for some of you, this could be, non-traditional way would be, say that you're getting married on Saturday and you decide to have a non-traditional ceremony. Maybe you decide to jump out of an airplane together with your spouse as part of your wedding ceremony, or bungee jumping as part of your wedding ceremony. That's doing something in a very non-traditional way. It's a very traditional thing that you're doing in a non-traditional way, and that's what this feels like to me. It feels like doing a traditional thing, something that's been around for a long time, but doing it with a new twist, a non-traditional twist, or a unique twist, something that really speaks about your character, and making this old traditional thing really your own and putting your own trademark or stamp on it. Okay, so that's Saturday. And then Sunday we have the King of Coins in reverse. Is this you or someone else? For some of you, Taurus, this is going to be you, and for others of you, this is going to be something that you actually witness on Sunday. Let me just tell you what I see when I look at this card. This is probably maybe the best way to explain this card. But so we've got the King of Coins. This is somebody who has plenty of resources. They're also a high integrity person. And you see that if gravity were working on this card with it coming in reverse like this big old coin in this king's lap would be falling out of his lap past his head on down towards the bottom of the card. So there's a couple of different impressions I'm getting on Sunday. So I think that we're going to have this show up more than one way for different ones of you Tauruses. First of all, I'm getting the impression that on Sunday, some of you are going to be very generous, and you're going to be being very generous by choice, and you're going to be happy to do that. You're going to be giving away gifts, and I don't feel like these gifts are to one person on Sunday. I feel like you're going to be giving away multiple gifts to multiple people. Feels like those gifts may be all the same thing for 4 or 5 people, or possibly more in some cases. And then there's another way that this is coming through too, and this is with you spending money on people but not so necessarily happy to do it. And so one of the impressions I'm getting is that husbands are being coerced by their wives to spend money because it looks like the right thing to do, and the wife wants to look good, and so the husband feels like he has to spend this money to make his wife happy and to make them look good, and so he's doing that. So this is this is one of the ways that it shows up, and the husband-wife thing is a very specific example. But for some of you, it does feel like you're going to be coerced into spending money. You're going to feel like your back's against the wall and you have to spend this money, even though maybe you weren't planning to. And this money is going to other people, pretty much in the form of a gift. Yeah, I was just kind of checking in. But yes, in the form of a gift. So it's not anything that somebody has actually earned from you. It's just that you are giving them out of your own generosity or out of your own coerced generosity on Sunday. Okay, so Taurus, that is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, you'll feel free to check out my website. I'm at amista.info, amista.info. Once you're there, if you still feel like I'm the best reader for you, go ahead and get in touch with me, and we will schedule something for you as quickly as possible. Right now, at this particular moment, but it won't always be this way. There isn't too much of a waiting list, so I can probably get to you within the same day or the next day if you contact me. So I would love to talk to whoever would like a reading and thinks that I'm the best reader for them. For everybody here, everyone have a great week. I'll see you all here next week. Peace out.